Okay, guys, hopefully we should be with you in a new stream. Yeah, wow, what a pain that was. I am on a tight schedule today, so that's not the start that I wanted. I've actually been setting up whilst things have been loading and unloading at that point. So really rattling through this setup now. Just need to check that 26.9. 26.9, that's correct. And trip wind, what have we got? H15. H15. I wanted to be out of here by 1 o'clock. That's not going to happen. Okay, fuel planning. 6.3, and what have we got? We've taken 6.8, so that's fine. I believe refueling is now completed as well. 6.8. Let's get the seatbelt signs on. I'm not even sure if the passengers are loaded yet, to be honest with you. But that definitely needs to start because we're now very late. Oh, ready for boarding. Finally.
Cabin crew, we're all happy with how things are up here, so you can now open the doors and start letting our passengers on board. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, 66.4, the takeoff weight, landing weight 62.1. Check our gross weight now, 665. That's fine. Okay, let's do our performance calculations. So, apologies if I am just not in the chat with you guys at the moment. Really need to get this underway. So, what have we got? 66.4. And can we take off runway 23? Can we take off taxiway Bravo? That'll save a little bit of taxi time. Is that possible? Yes, it is. A flex of 59. So we'll go ahead and pop that in. On the performance page, flaps 1 for the takeoff. Transition altitude here is 7,000 feet. And thrust reduction and acceleration, very specific because it's basically a noise abatement 1, but it's 2900 and acceleration is 4400. They don't like noise in Geneva. So V2 calculated, VR and V1. There we go. Oh, so welcome back, Nick, Wayne, Jan, and Dark. Good to see you. Good to see you all back. Hopefully, we didn't lose too many viewers at that point. That was rather annoying. Okay, takeoff performance page is done. All right, so quick departure briefing then. So we're at stand 125. We're going to taxi down via link 1. Where's it gone? There we go. Taxi out, taxi down by link 1 onto the outer taxiway, all the way then to taxiway Bravo. Just save a little bit of taxi time. There it is, taxiway Bravo, and we can depart from there. We are on the Dupul 4 Alpha departure. So when 8 miles and above 7,000 feet, we can make that right-hand turn. So remain on runway heading until that point from the Geneva VOR. That's already in the RadNav page, so that's fine. No air traffic control online. Initial clearance is to flight level 90. Okay, weather's great here. If we have any problems, we'll be returning here. That's if we actually get off the ground. We're below the maximum landing weight, so that's okay as well. That initial climb is 9,000. That's all set. And I think we're okay now. Everything seems to be working, internet-wise anyway. Aircraft is the Type A320neo LEAP engines, and we have the developer version. Threats to be aware of course, the terrain that surrounds the airport. So nice steady takeoff, make sure we clear the terrain, and then we'll be accelerating out. Right, so that's that all done. Just check with no air traffic control online at the moment. No, we don't. So that's fine. Passengers have rushed on board. They're all sorted, so we can get the doors closed. And we'll start to get the APU running. Oh, the APU is running good. APU bleed on. External power is now disconnected. Tell him to go away. We don't need a pushback tug for this.
Welcome on board our Easyjet service. Please place your large bags into the overhead locker, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no-smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Thank you.
So whilst he's just been announcing that, I've just been doing the before start checklist to the line. 1014, slight change in the performance, but that's okay. Right, so we'll get some pushback clearance in a moment. In fact, we're going to start engines because we don't need pushback. We can just turn to the right. So let's get the doors closed and armed.
Cabin crew, we're all ready to go, so please arm the doors and cross-check.
And we shall look at starting engine 1. Rotating beacon light is on. Everything here looks good. And welcome everybody on board. Let's get those engines started.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of myself, the first officer, and the cabin crew, may I welcome you on board this Easyjet aircraft for your flight today. The ground crew and the fueling crew have all finished, and we're just about finished with all our cockpit preparation up here. The cabin crew are making their final checks as they work through the cabin, so if you could please get yourselves sat down comfortably with your seatbelts securely fastened and give them their full attention as they begin their safety briefing. A big welcome on board today to our Easyjetsimpilot members, who of course are welcome to free complimentary drinks throughout the flight. Once we reach our cruising altitude, our cabin service will commence and the cabin crew will be able to provide you with drinks, snacks and merchandise throughout the duration of the flight. Once again, I'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with Easyjet today. We'll have an update for you when we are airborne.
So engine 1 is running and we'll just wait for that to become stabilized. And are we on VATSIM 122.8? Yeah, we're on the Unicom, so that's fine. Engine 1 firing up. Hopefully we can make some time up in the air. Engine 1 stabilized. Starting engine 2. Waiting for engine 2 to stabilise then, and then we should be on our way. Howdy on Facebook. Good afternoon to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft. A safety card is in your seat pocket showing the exit routes, oxygen
And engine
masks,
2
life
stabilised.
jackets and brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle, and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times.
Okay, after start checklist.
If the air
Anti-ice
supply
is
fails,
off. Eco
masks will drop
status
from above you. Pull a mask towards you to
all
start
checked.
the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and
Pitch
mouth.
trim is 29.9.
Hold
Rudder
in
trim
place with the
is
strap.
0.
Pull on each side to
Flight
adjust.
control check. Full
Put on your
left.
own mask before helping others.
Full right.
If we land on water,
Neutral.
take the life
Full
jacket
up.
from under your seat.
Full down.
Put it over your head.
Neutral.
Pass the tapes
Rudder.
around your
Full
waist.
right. Full left.
Click together
And
and pull the strap
neutral.
to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft.
so make call on Unicom
When
regarding our
outside,
taxi
inflate by
in
pulling the
a
plug.
moment.
If it fails to
Pushback
inflate
tug
or
is not
needs
clear.
topping
He
up,
won't be clear because
blow
he's not
into
going to
the
let us
tube.
move anywhere.
There is a
However,
light
let's
and
make
whistle
that
for attracting attention.
call, shall we?
We also carry flotation aids for
Geneva
children.
traffic, top Swiss 95
Your tray
Foxtrot
table must now be
Echo,
stowed,
taxiing from
armrests
gate
down,
125 via
window blinds
link
open,
1
and
outer
seatbelts
taxiway
fastened.
to
We
Bravo
wish
holding
you
point
a
runway
pleasant flight
22.
with Easyjet.
Geneva traffic, Kilo 1880, pushing back, facing north on the inner.
So we've probably just run over the ground crew there that don't get out of the way, but never mind. Nick, yeah, I'll be turning right. The weather's actually cleared up a little bit. When I first set up, there was a few light showers. Looks nice and sunny just now. So here's link 1, turning right now onto the outer. And we've got a KLM in front of us. I really need him to move, or taxi, depending on what he's doing. Is anyone going to communicate on Unicom? So we'll hold here. It'll give us a chance anyway just to set a couple of things up. There's also another aircraft that I believe is taxiing down. There he is. So I'm just going to wait for the KLM. Whilst we do that, we can get the wind shear, etc. and the weather radar all turned on. Ding the cabin.
Geneva traffic, top Swiss 1529 is stand 3, push back and start facing west.
Geneva traffic, top Swiss 95 Foxtrot Echo, requesting intentions of the KLM that we're holding for on the outer taxiway. Has the captain gone to the top?
122, please continue past me. I've got a bit of a problem on at the moment. Please continue past KLM 122.
I'm not sure that's possible. To the KLM flight, I'm afraid that's not actually possible at the moment, as our wing would dissect your aircraft. don't really want to go down that route.
Okay, try that. Pushing back.
Many thanks. Okay, so departure.
I haven't had a good reception for a while.
Okay, so 1014 I think is the current QNH. It did change, didn't it? Yeah, 1014. Let's just check that. So no change to the performance. 1 degree won't be a problem. Top Swiss 95 Foxtrot Echo continuing taxi on the outer taxiway. Engine out procedure. We need to get above minimum safe altitude, which is 7,000 feet here to come back around and land at Geneva. So give the KLM a wave. And just checking the charts. That isn't Bravo, isn't it? Need to make sure we've got the correct taxiway for our departure. I believe that is Charlie, because Bravo, yeah, that's the Charlie. So the departure we've got is correct in the FMGC. The stop altitude is 9,000 feet, or flight level 090 as it's going to be above the transition altitude. So we may have to do a few directs on this flight, try and make some time up. I'm 11 minutes behind schedule.
Geneva traffic, top switch 1529 is going to taxi to the east, face east, on the outer taxiway to link 4 outer taxiway and hold at Alpha.
Geneva traffic, KLM 122, taxiing runway 22 via Alpha. KLM 122.
Oh, the KLM's got working again. Excellent news. Great looking scenery though, isn't it, this? Really nice. We can now fly here without fear of destroying a pylon. And once again, it's good looking scenery. So looking forward to many more flights here very soon. Ah, the doctor's on board. Good evening to you. Or good afternoon even. Okay, so this should be taxiway Bravo. So before takeoff checklist, flight controls checked. We've done our departure briefing. FMA takeoff data 133 blue, 138 magenta, climb nav blue, 9000 blue, 1FD2, 59 degree flex. And we'll get ready for takeoff in just a moment. So holding now at Bravo. Not heard any calls from any arriving traffic. Let's just check those brake temperatures. 20 degrees, they're all good, so our clearance looks okay. Let's get the strobe lights on. Runway lights on. Taxi lights. Engine mode select is normal and TCAS. Transponder.
Taxiing to runway 32 via Alpha.
And packs. Oh, that's the generator. Don't turn the generator off. Pack 1, pack 2. Okay, before takeoff checklist below the line. Cabin is secured for takeoff. Engine mode selector is norm. TCAS TA RA tilt above. Packs are off. Anti-ice is off. Geneva traffic, top Swiss 95 Foxtrot Echo is lining up runway 22 from taxiway Bravo, departure to the west. Wayne, no, still a flaps 1 departure. Mad Pilot, some people are reporting they can't see the aircraft on the tablet at all, or like mine just down here, it's just flashing away. So various little bugs creeping in. FlyByWire team I think are stumped about that. They don't know why it's doing it. Happened since was it World Update that did that? And Richard, thank you very much, sir, for your very kind donation there. I nearly missed that, rushing this departure, trying to make up for lost time. What are we, 15 minutes now behind schedule? We're going to need some directs to get me there, otherwise the child will be sat waiting for me to pick him up from school. It's going to be a fast descent into Seville.
KLM 122, holding short runway 122.
Okay, and takeoff. Start the chrono. 50% N1. And set takeoff thrust. So thrust reduction is 2900, and we've got Manflex SRS. Auto thrust blue.
Check.
V1 rotate. Nav.
Gear up.
So 2,900 feet is thrust reduction. We'll keep the nose up this time though, as acceleration is not till 4,400 feet. So, thrust climb, still showing SRS, which is correct. Get those packs back on, 1 and 2. Just very quickly, a little window view as we depart Geneva. 4,400 feet, lower the nose, start to accelerate away, climb.
Takeoff, runway 22.
464, rejecting takeoff.
Oh good lord, what's happening on the ground behind me? 5,000 feet, autopilot 1 engaged, and we're going to set flight level 310, 310 set, 310 blue. Passing S speed in a moment, we can release the cabin crew nice and early. J-Hog, good afternoon. S speed, flap 0.
Geneva
Ground
traffic,
spoilers decided.
top switch 1529 is going to line up behind the British Airways on runway 22.
Roger that, we're going to wait here a couple of minutes. We reject the takeoff, get to the aircraft on the runway, then we'll take off.
Sounds like fun and games back in Geneva.
Geneva 464, roger. Due to the aircraft non-communicating properly, yep, I'll hold position here.
So we're just watching now, make sure everything goes to plan with the rest of the flight. Sorry you guys didn't get to see the setup for this flight. I had to continue doing the setup while we had problems with YouTube. But we're on the way now to Seville. Anyone ever been to Seville before? I've certainly not been there. Simulator or real life. 10,000 feet, let's get the lights off.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has now turned off the seatbelt sign and you are now free to move around the cabin. We do recommend, however, when in your seat, that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times in case of unexpected turbulence. The toilets are now available. Please contact a member of the cabin crew if you require assistance. Thank you.
A little bit of turbulence, as would be expected. You can see that bopping around a little bit. What am I flying to on Facebook? We're flying to Seville, Spain. Wayne, did I have to alter the payload into the size of the pylon I'm now towing across Switzerland? Yes, but we did it equally. They've now attached a weight to the right-hand side of the aircraft, so we're still nicely balanced. Willie only in Bugs Bunny musicals. Oh, now you're talking my language. Buster, good afternoon. We should have a bit of Rosini music, shouldn't we?
Top Swiss 1529 is rolling on runway 22.
So, I think that's Dark Fury, one of the channel members just departing. That kind of turbulence is just begging for my passengers to start screaming at me. So we can clear the RadNav page and flight level 310 to begin with. I think we're actually going to increase that during the flight at some point. Just check the flight plan again. So where are we looking to go up to flight level? I think we'll go to flight level 360, 310 top of climb, and then we go up to flight level 360 about 25 minutes in. So from Lurga. Oh, Buster, we had a problem with YouTube today. I thought it was me, turned out it wasn't. We were absolutely fine with the internet. YouTube just didn't want to start the stream, which was a bit strange. So Eurocontrol West is online. I don't know if we fall into their sector. We may do. So we'll just watch out for them giving us a ding. 13525 is their frequency, so we'll just gear that up. (13525) in case they give us a ting and ask us to contact them. Oh, turbulence. Left click to wind. Good afternoon from Sweden. Willie, is it your missus's birthday today? Have you got the day off work? Or has she sent you to work to have peace? Really did enjoy the flight we did yesterday into Geneva. Con, pylon and all. But we had air traffic control all the way through the flight, and it was a quite short, intense flight with lots of traffic as well going into Geneva, so it was really nice and realistic. Won't be too long before the cabin service begins. Flight time then today is around 2 hours in total, and it's actually rather a direct routing if we just have a quick look on here, so there's not too much time I can make up. Oh, there we go, 13525. Eurocontrol Top Swiss 95 Foxtrot Echo. Good afternoon. Passing flight level 230. Request flight level 310. Direct Lima Sierra Echo.
Top Swiss 95 Foxtrot Echo. Eurocontrol is good afternoon. Scott 056 correction 0657. Climb level 310.
Climb 310 squawk 06574 Top Swiss 95 Foxtrot Echo. set that then. 6, 5. Oh, hang on, that's wrong. Try again. 0, 6, 5, 7. Oh, that headwind's not what I want. Nick Taylor, good afternoon. Nick says the tutorial videos have been really useful. You can get the aircraft into the air now. Descending in time is a different challenge.
Planet 5 November microcontroller still identified, climb flight level 360.
Hold Seabird 1880 with you, passing flight level 190 for flight level 370 to 84.
Pilot 1880 control vessel squawk 0616, climb flight level 370.
So squawk 0616 and climb flight level 370, Seabird 1880.
I think Nick.
Correction, top service -6 Tango uniform, maintain Mach decimal 79 or greater.
Sorry, I was just listening to air traffic control in case it was calling me then. I think, Nick, the thing is that the more you do them, the easier it gets.
Flight level 200 to 240.
Enter 56 Tango Charlie, reduce Mach to decimal 74 for the next 10 minutes.
Confirm reduce Mach to 74 for 10 minutes.
Excellent.
Okay, reduce 7 for 56.
Oh, I hope it doesn't give me any speed restrictions. Yeah, so this is the route we've got. As you can see, it's really rather direct.
Squawk 0672, climb flight level 380.
Squawk 0672, climb flight level 380, KLM 122.
Rufus, I think it has. It certainly did when the simulator first came out.
Good evening, Roman Luis 0048, pass level flight 280 at 330 inbound, Bravo Golf Romeo.
Roman Airways 0048, your control, yes, good afternoon, identified.
Transavia 284, we are on flight level 240.
Transavia 284, monitor Unicorn 122 decimal 8, bye-bye.
122 decimal 8, thanks for the control, bye-bye.
So still watching this climb to flight level 310.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available today. Full details can be found in your in-flight brochure. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Control West. Good day, Scandinavian 224 million.
Scandi 224, your control, yes, good afternoon, identified, climb flight level 310.
Climb flight level 310, 224.
Euro Control West, top switch 1529 with you at passing through flight level 170 for 310, direct Lima Sierra Echo.
Top service 1529, Euro Control West, good afternoon. Squawk 0633, climb flight level 290.
Alistair, Rory, thank you very, very kindly, sir, for your donation there. Hope we give you a lovely flight this afternoon to Seville. Looks like we're going to have air traffic control as well, as long as Eurocontrol West stays online. But thank you once again for your very kind donation there to the channel. It is greatly appreciated.
Good afternoon. Squawk 0624.
Squawk 0624 coming down, Easy 992, Bravo Oscar.
Took us a while to actually get the stream running, didn't it? We started it and then things went completely wrong. Wayne, I now understand why you're wrecking the ground at Newcastle. That's where I did the tutorial for landing, isn't it, at Newcastle? Right, speed and alt cruise. I missed those FMA calls because the postman was at the door. So I had to quickly just nip out and get that. I'm very intrigued. It's just delivered a parcel which on it is obviously got my name on it. And inside, all the label says, oh, rather on the outside, all the label says is free gift, free chocolate. So I don't know whether to open that before the wife gets back home and hide it. Right, so we're now at our... we're now at 310. We're hopefully going to be getting back up to, I think, flight level 360. Let's just double check that so we can request that in a little while. But we're now at the cruising altitude. And yeah, once we get to Lerga, then, so in about 30 miles we can request that. But now let's just cycle through the SD pages.
Iberia 237.
That's all fine, that's all fine.
Iberia 237, descent flight level 240.
Still needs work, that page. The electrics page is fantastic now. Well done again to Fly-by-Wire. Fuel used about 1.2 ton in the climb there. APU is obviously not running. 24 degrees, all doors, etc. armed. Wheel temperatures and all flight controls are normal.
Welcome back.
Oh, John, don't tell her that. Honestly, I need to go and open this box. It just says free chocolate on it. What kind of... yeah. It's a bit weird, isn't it?
Now you can maintain Mach decimal 78 or less.
Continue 78 or less. 78 down, sorry.
Top Service 96 Tango Uniform climb flight level 350.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck once again, just to let you know,
Top Service 1529 climb flight level 310.
anticipating any major delays or bad weather ahead. So
Climb flight level 310 for top space 1529.
now start to make their way around the aircraft, so please make sure that the aisles are clear of any items you may have, and I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. A reminder that our Easyjet Simpilot members are able to take advantage of free drinks throughout the duration of the flight. Thank you, and we shall have an update for you shortly.
I'll state you're originally from Scotland. Wow, that's a bit of a culture change, isn't it? A bit of a climate change as well. From the sub-zero temperatures of Scotland to South Africa. Nice. Wayne, I'd love to subcontract it out to the kids, but as most of the kids are most of the kids, that sounds good, doesn't it? Most of the kids are 2-year-old. Washing up really isn't their forte, and I'd just have to rewash it again. J-Hog, it doesn't feel heavy enough to be Toblerone. In fact, it feels almost like an Amazon parcel, where they package the smallest item in the largest box in the warehouse.
Negative Charlie Sierra. Your control grid IG Franchise, I'm here with you, climbing for the 36 and on backstop. User 310 Romeo control is set identified, climb flight level 340. Climbing 340, Easy 310.
Well, the weather is looking rather nice today over Europe, so that's decent.
Your control, hello, Eurowings 5 Bravo Kilo.
Very busy on air traffic control, but the Euro controls normally are.
05 for 204
380.
Direct flight private carrier controllers, good afternoon. Identified. Climb flight level 3.
11 degrees in Scotland, Willie. Wow. I don't know what it is down here in Yorkshire.
Air Control West, buenas tardes, Volume 1, Echo Victor, flight level 240 in transversal.
So the flight time today should be 2 hours.
Building 1 Echo Victor, your control is still
I needed to leave for 1 o'clock, to be finished for 3 o'clock,
Climb flight level 300, Volume 1, Echo Victor.
to grab the child from school for 3:15.
Service 1529, report Mach numbers.
Air controllers for Earring 5 Bravo Kilo.
Cheese a bigger, have I crashed the aircraft before? No? Taken a pylon out though.
380 direct Mike Hotel November.
I thought that was a great landing following the pylon we were dragging behind us.
Proceed direct Tortu.
Direct Tortu, flight level 380.
J-Hog, that can't be correct. I'm not having that. It's colder in Yorkshire than it is in Scotland. Is that what you're telling me? Wow. Right, let's see if we can request a climb to 360 then, please.
Easyjet subject number, passing the 256. Easyjet flight, you get the number your control is good afternoon, Squawk 0611, climb flight level 380.
We're only halfway north, Wayne. We're not really north. We're just northern.
Subject number.
And top Swiss 95 Foxtrot Echo. Any chance of flight level 360 for us today?
Top Service 95 Foxtrot Echo, say again please.
Yeah, 95 Foxtrot Echo. Any chance of flight level 360 for us today?
Top Service 95 Foxtrot Echo, unable 360 due to direction of flight.
Oh, 37.
With level 350.
Correction, actually we meant to ask for flight level 370 if that was available.
Yep, sure, climb flight level 370.
Climbing now, flight level 370, top Swiss 95 Foxtrot Echo. I want to say X-ray for some reason.
Top Service 1529 and report.
Okay, so flight level 370 set, 370 blue, thrust climb, climb.
Mach is
Up we go.
0.74.
Top Service 1529, sorry, say again please.
Decimal 74.
J-Hug, you're off to the golf shop. Oh dear, that sounds expensive. See you soon.
Scandinavian 224, report your Mach number. Mach number is 0.76.
Willie, some girl gave birth to 9 babies. Wow. Suddenly I feel lucky that I've only got a quarter of that.
Maintain Mach decimal 76 or greater.
Air traffic control is a human. This would be a very intelligent bot
Increase
if it was a
to
bot.
decimal 78 or greater for top Swiss 1529.
Average cargo 105 request 76 or greater.
So we'll get flight level 370 and then we'll do some fuel checks, see how we're getting on.
407 on air at flight level 282.
Air France 4079 rear control Vestella Squawk 0614, climb flight level 310.
Climb to flight level 310, please say again the Squawk France 407 on air.
0614 please.
Squawk 0614, Air France 407 on air. Average cargo 105 request descent.
Having the air traffic controller makes everything sound much more realistic, doesn't it? I don't know how you guys feel.
Descent to flight level 240, average cargo 105.
They do a cracking job.
Portugal 112 kilo, sorry about that. Unicorn 122, estimate, bye-bye.
Osprey Portugal 5 requesting direct to Begar.
Sorry, who was that?
Iberia 237, request descent.
Iberia 237, Unicorn 122, estimate, bye-bye.
Over to Unicom, goodbye, Iberia 237.
Control West, Osprey 2, correction, Osprey 7 Tango Charlie, flight level 350 to Lesto.
So climbing about 1,000 feet per minute, that's okay. And Nick, yeah, get the shortcut. I was just saying, there really isn't a shortcut to take. Have a look, we've got a real direct routing. I think there's only 5.5% difference. That's really the only shortcut we could take, and that's one heck of a shortcut. Doesn't really change things. What would be nice is the arrival into Seville. If we could come straight in on runway, what would it be? So if we could come in straight in on runway 27, that would be great, rather than having to go all the way around to runway 09. That'd save some time.
On flight level 275, landing E60.
Sonic Express 8020, control West status squawk 0667.
Squawk 0667, Sonic Express 8020.
Euro Control, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike, climb flight level 390, inbound Lesto.
Matt said, will the plane only climb and follow the new set altitude if the thrust levers are set to climb? No, not at all. You leave the thrust levers in the climb detent. It does give you climb thrust, but then that also allows the auto thrust to work. The auto thrust will only work when we're set in the climb gate.
Climb flight level 390, Osprey 27 Juliet Mike.
Throughout the cruise, anyway.
Control West Lufthansa 464. On flight level 217, climb flight level 280, inbound Dicker.
So big thank you to the guys following and liking on Facebook. It's really kind of you guys.
Yep,
we're still new to Facebook, of course.
Lufthansa 464, Euro Control West identified. Confirm climb 280.
Wayne, you are correct there. The thrust levers will not be touched until we land or go around. One of the two. So we've got a long flight with me on the microphone today, guys. So if you do have any burning questions, preferably about flying,
3735 descent flight level 240.
we've got plenty of time.
Descend to flight level 240.
Alistair, no. What we got? We got VATSIM and ICA. Do you know what? What's the other one? I forget. I don't use it. So we're at Altstar now. ICVAO. I forgot what it's called. I don't use it, which is why I can't remember. But VATSIM I find to be fantastic worldwide. Really good. Okay, so let's do a
Euro Control, hello, Osprey 165.
fuel check, shall we?
Through flight level 280, inbound Ibrig. Osprey 165.
Oh, I think that may be British Avgeek we've just heard.
Requesting flight level 370. Climb flight level 370.
Right, so where are we? Direct to Romac.
Osprey 165.
We should be there in about a minute or so, so about 29 minutes into the flight, Romac. Let's have a look how we're doing.
I think it's a good idea, 1 by 1, not 2 or 3 by 1, and correct phraseology first.
Right, so that's good. We are on time, which is nice. I certainly don't want to be behind time. We're on time flying-wise. We should have about 4.4 tons of fuel. And wow, we've got about 5.1 tons of fuel by the time we get there.
92 Bravo, Oscar, descent 240.
Level 240, easy, 92 Bravo, Oscar.
Right, so what's our contingency and extra?
Your
Let's have a
control
quick look.
is from your request. Pass your message. Any chance to climb to 360 for Easyjet?
So we took a couple of 100 kilograms extra.
Thank you.
And let's just see how this fuel burn's going, shall we? So what did we take? We took a couple hundred kilograms extra, and our contingency is 221.
Yep,
So we should be showing out 400 kilograms extra, and we're going to be over that, so we've not burnt as much as expected during the climb. That's good news. The bosses will be happy with that.
Report back.
IVAO, Buster, thank you. I couldn't get the acronym. IVAO, that's the one. Cobus, yep, this is the dev version. The experimental version is currently not being updated. Craig, you want to know about the free chocolate gift? So do I. I will go and get it. I will go and get it, I promise. We've got plenty of time. When I go back to the galley to use the facilities, I'll bring it in here, see what I can get. Nick, did I have problems with the FB loading fuel today? No. Did you?
Time out of cockpit.
Osprey 405 after road crossing the fence.
One after the other.
Lady 101 for level 35
Chelsea, we put we put the go faster stripes on by hitting pylons and things.
It's not going to work that way. Like currently got over 55 traffics under control, and 5 people is speaking at once. Speaking of that, I will be closing now, and we'll see you next time. Wish the Unicom 122.8. Have a safe flight. Enjoy your day. Bye bye.
I wonder if that's for everybody. I presume it is.
Bye bye.
So let's just switch over to Unicom. Good afternoon, HD.
Bye bye. Good idea.
And we're now on Unicom, so that'll be a little bit more peaceful. HD, how did the departure go? Yeah, we had to rush the departure. Well, give you the full story. We started the stream. YouTube then crashed, not myself, which was nice. So we then, whilst trying to get the stream back up and running from YouTube, I just continued setting up the flight deck, the FMGC, whilst going ahead. The interesting departure course from Geneva is noise abatement 1 departure. So what was it? Thrust reduction was 2,900, acceleration 4,400. Worked beautifully. Flight directors all giving the correct information. Nice to see SRS as well on the FMA. So that worked. And yeah, it was a nice clean departure. We also, to try and save time, took off from intersection taxiway Bravo rather than the full length of the runway, because I really needed to be on the ground in Seville as soon as possible. What time is it now? Local time 13:48 where I am, and I've got just under 1 hour 30 minutes to go. Ooh, we're going to be cutting this very fine. Maybe we could increase the Mach. I don't think changing cost index works yet, does it? I'll double check it, but I'm pretty certain it doesn't. So, set that to 70, let's just see if anything happens. And we've got the new cruise altitude flight level 370. That's fine, and to be fair, it's that was planned anyway on the operational flight plan. Comas, are you as a pilot allowed to increase the speed if you are in a hurry? Well, you'd have to ask air traffic control if that was possible, and I presume you'd also have to check with your operators to make sure they're happy with you to burn the extra fuel, but yeah. HD, I was going to ask you about that. So obviously, reading through the charts where we got the figures from, and it became apparent that they were not AGL figures, they were barometric figures, because you wouldn't want to be, I mean, what is Geneva? It's about 1,400 feet up, isn't it? So didn't think it would be 1400 plus those figures. That would be very high before climb thrust was being set. So Nick, I'm currently on the dev version. The experimental version, they're working on their custom LNAV flight management systems. So that will be to come hopefully in the next few days. So let's see if we can just pull a little extra speed there. Mind you, that's getting very close to MMO, isn't it? We'll go Mach 7.9. Keep an eye on that fuel burn. We didn't burn as much as we expected in the climbs, so we'll make it up now. Yes, HD, so it was essentially 1500 and 3000 again, wasn't it? AGL, that is. So that was the method that I went with. Just checking to see if we've got any air traffic control ahead of us. No, I don't believe we do. And of course the most exciting thing to happen so far on this flight is GHL arrived at the door, dropped off a parcel which literally on the front inside just says free chocolate. even as I'm saying it, that sounds crazy. So we're now quite happy, sat in the cruise. Time for a cup of tea to be sent around the galley, and whilst it does that, I'm going to head back into the galley and pick up this mysterious box and see what's in it. I shall be back in a couple of minutes.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Okay, so what have we got? Let's have a look. Let's get back in the flight deck. I don't want to share this with the passengers, just in case it really is a bar of chocolate in here. This is the weirdest thing. So let's have a look. I've got the delivery note. And rip that out there. So it doesn't actually say who it's from. Which is even stranger, isn't it? Obviously got our name and address on. It's addressed to me, so it's not the wife or the kids. It's definitely mine. My order date. I definitely didn't order this. Anyway, it just says on it, gift code, and the description in the box is a free chocolate. Thank you. Well, let's find out, shall we? The wife's out at the minute, so it gives me a good chance to open this and hide it. It's definitely not big enough for a Toblerone, but as I rattle the box around, it does feel like an Amazon jobby. Small item, massive box. Because it is quite... If this is chocolate, this is a massive box. Willie, is it ticking? No, don't think I didn't check that. Right. Okay, here we go. Let's unwrap. Oh, okay. Do you know what? I'm pleasantly surprised. It is a decent, well, they call it a sharing bar. That's a lie. It is a bar of Aero's delightful peppermint chocolate bar. It is. It's a 90-gram chocolate bar, which is a decent size, sort of like the things you'd see in the supermarkets, the big Galaxy sizes, or Dairy Milk size. Not one of the small ones either. Incorrectly describing it as a sharing bar, yeah, that won't be happening. Feel the bubbles melt. Rightio, there we go. We'll stick that in the office drawer. Yeah. Oh, nice. Could it be from YouTube for a 10k? I have no idea, Nick. Do they do that? Speaking of the 10k subscriber flight, we will be doing that on Monday. That's pretty much confirmed now, unless anything daft happens. So a full day of flying, streaming, trying to keep on time. I've had great chats with HD about this. We will be delayed. But we're going to try and stick to a very strict schedule, and it's a schedule based on a real world timetable for from an Easyjet pilot. So we're going to mimic that, copy that, and I'm also excited to let you know now, didn't know until this morning, that we're going to have quite a few giveaways during the stream as well. Can't confirm yet what they are, but there is going to be scenery, mods, things like that. So yeah, really looking forward to Monday. Monday's going to be a great day. HD should have videoed the unwrapping. It would have been YouTube gold. It probably would have been. Cobus, do you hear correctly? In real ops, some airlines leave the packs on during takeoff due to COVID for the ventilation. Well, normally, certainly the Easyjet stops, we used to turn pack 1 off on the ground all the time, but that's now left on. Due to COVID. I'm not sure about for departure. I think they're probably still turning those off. But as HD's just said, it's down to the discretion of the captain. You'd want them turned off, surely, for places like Innsbruck, where you need to make sure you've got full power to the engines, etc. Ooh, Wayne, that's a great idea. HD, we could just we could raffle you off and fund your new computer. Date night with HD. HD, why is ground control on? Have I left that on? Oh yeah? Let's turn that off. Is that meant to be left on doing the CVR test? It's a new feature that's now working. So if we're going through that correctly. So unless I may have misread that. RB26, can I do Norfolk, Virginia to Daytona Beach? Is it a long haul flight? I think that's probably the only way we get that one done. We're also going to have a community flight as well for the 10,000 subscribers. So I'm open to suggestions of where to do a community flight. I'd like to go where you guys want to go. HD, you're not a cheap date. You have to pay for quality. It's a shame air traffic control went off, but I can understand sometimes, particularly with the Euro controls, they cover such a large area and then suddenly everywhere and every aircraft over, I think it's flight level 250 they have under their control. That must just be unmanageable at times. Obviously it doesn't work like that in the real world. Speaking of the Innsbruck departure, the Easyjetsimpilot channel members that are the trainer captains, there is a tutorial video about departing Innsbruck now available for you to go and watch. As we did a flight out of there a couple of weeks back, didn't we? And showed it's not a straightforward departure, but there's now a tutorial video on there for you guys to go and look at that. Has Eurocontrol West come back online? 13525. Oh, we'll flick back over then.
Day, speedbird 414,
there we go.
Inbound to Bullno, flight level 350.
The realism is back.
Eurocontrol West, hello, identified.
Eurocontrol West, good afternoon, Alpine 454 on flight level 15 with you.
Alpine 454, Eurocontrol West, hello, identified.
Runway 0048, 330 direct, Bravo Golf Romeo.
Romeo Airways 0048, Eurocontrol West, hello, verify your altimeter sets, standard pressure, QNH 1013, currently indicating flight level 326.
So we'll wait to see if this guy calls us or not.
326, interrogative.
Eurocontrol West, good afternoon.
Sometimes, if you're not going to be in conflict with any other traffic, they're happy just to leave you.
West, hello, identified, descend flight level 250.
Eurocontrol West, good day, Eurowings 3 Mike Charlie, flight level 320, inbound Minta.
Eurowings 3 Mike Charlie, Eurocontrol West, hello, set squad 0602, and yeah, that's all.
0602, Eurowings 3 Mike Charlie.
Eurocontrol, good day, Ryanair 900, level 340, proceeding Bigorix.
Ryanair 900, Eurocontrol West, hello again, I'll need you to be on an odd level, able level 330 or 350.
So HD has just explained the ground control. So before engine start, the ground control push button may revert to auto in the case of an electrical transit between external power and the APU generator. In that case, the flight crew must set
Roger, descend flight level 330.
Recorder ground. Push button back to on.
Eurocontrol West, Swiss H213, inbound PSAS, flight level 340.
So is that just turned on for the disconnection of the external power of the APU? Once that's done, that can come back off.
Eurocontrol West, Connor 654, hello, flight level 340.
I'm just looking at the...
Connor 654, Eurocontrol West, hello, set squad 0604 and able flight level 340.
So the RCDR ground control to
is able flight level 347, squawk
0604, we've got that
Connor 654, Roger, climb flight level 340.
Climb flight level 340, Connor 654. Eurocontrol, good day, Condor 6 Lima Alpha, flight level 350.
Condor 6 Lima Alpha, Eurocontrol West, hello, identified.
Your control, hello, Osprey 165 inbound to Baki, flight level 370.
Two stations, Osprey 165, Euro Control West below identified, break, Austrian 958, Euro Control West below, third squawk 0606.
So HC basically means the cockpit voice recorder won't record if it's not on before engine start.
0606.
Oh, they don't want to hear us. They don't want to hear us on the ground there, do they? In all fairness, though, hearing what an aircraft is on the ground can be very insightful.
Clapping for 250.
For an investigation.
KLM 2008, Euro Control West below identified, climb flight level 370, proceed direct to Dokar.
Right, so we'll contact the control once he's just got a little break. Let him know what we're doing.
330, correct my altitude, please.
Runway 004, coming in, indicated flight level 331.
Euro Control, good afternoon. Top Swiss 95 Foxtrot Echo, flight level 370, direct Tivoli.
Top Swiss 95 Foxtrot Echo, Euro Control West below identified.
Good afternoon, Euro Control West, we've got 1880, 50, flight level 370.
So we should be at
Speed about 1880, Euro Control West below identified.
In a minute or so, 53 minutes into the flight.
Top Swiss 1529, direct Tivoli at flight level 310. Top Swiss 132, correction 15, Euro Control West below identified. Break, speed of 1820, direct go to Golf Oscar Tango Oscar Romeo Gotham.
So we've got 4.4 tons of fuel. What do we have
Control
extra?
West, good afternoon, Osprey 315 Delta, flight level 370
our contingency and the extra was about 450
Euro Control West below identified. Break, speed of 1820, correction disregard. Break, top
about 400 kilograms extra.
Direct Gotham, Golf Oscar
Oh,
Tango
really back to
Oscar
work,
Romeo.
that's a shame. Take care, my friend. We'll see you again soon. Sherry Lynn Bridgeway.
Your wings 3 Mike Charlie,
good
request
afternoon.
climb flight level 340.
Your wings 3 Mike Charlie, unable at this time due to traffic. Top Swiss 95 Foxtrot Echo, Euro West.
95 Foxtrot Echo, push message.
Top Swiss 95 Foxtrot Echo, proceed direct to Gotor, Golf Oscar Tango Oscar Romeo Gotor.
Proceed direct to Gotha for Top Swiss 95 Foxtrot Echo.
Speed of 1880, proceed direct to Gotor, Golf Oscar Tango Oscar Romeo Gotor.
Direct Gotor, speed 1880.
Let's try that again, shall
Your
we?
Control West, good afternoon, Scandinavian 77 Tango inbound, Dukrad, flight level
Oh, look at that
350.
shortcut. That might be the shortcut
Tango Control West below identified.
that I was hoping for.
Euro West, good afternoon, Boeing 1 Echo Victor, flight level 300 over Alcom.
Boeing 1 Echo Victor, Euro Control West, hello again. Correction, set squawk 6227.
That's going to save us some time.
6227, Boeing 1 Echo Victor.
Iberia 1958, flight level 380, inbound Oslo.
Iberia 1958, Euro Control West, hello. Barcelona, just came line, contact Barcelona Control 132.35.
So, just looking at that, I think we've just basically cut out this little deviation on there. Hang on, where are we going? Oh, we're just lining back up, that's okay. Yeah, I think I've just missed out that little deviation just there. If I confirm that with
Buena Victor, I need to leave the cockpit for about 5 minutes.
Yes,
Is that possible?
Hi, Boeing 1 Echo Victor, contact Rome 124.2.
That's a little bit of a time saver. As I say, it's not actually as big a time saver as it looks.
124.
I think the route was an extra, I think distance-wise, the way SimBrief calculated, it was 5.5% direct route. So, that was quite nice. But we'll take it.
Stand by, please, break, LT 146, stop climb, flight level 360.
Stopping climb flight level 360, LT 146.
Station call for frequency change, say again, call sign?
Speed was 366.
336, yeah, contact Marseille 120.875, goodbye.
120.875, thank you, Altitude 366.
KLM 2008, climb flight level 370.
With that cab being flight level 370
oh, so HD, apparently after the engine start, the ground light should extinguish itself.
Runway 0048, contact Barcelona Control,
That'll be something they're working on,
132.35, I'll speak to you soon.
Barcelona Control 132, the 735 down.
Station calling, say again.
That should be quite easy to simulate, shouldn't it? Once both engines stabilised.
Uzbek 9021, Eurocontrol West, Dobro dня, set squawk 0625,
To be fair, it might be. I've not
report ready
updated
for
this
descent.
for about a week now, since we got the new sounds out, so it may do that already. I might have to update, see what happens. Right, let's just check those on weathers again. Everything's looking rather nice, isn't it, at the moment over Spain.
Iberia 1958, still on the Eurocontrol frequency.
So we shall
repeat that for Iberia 1958.
check Madrid.
You're still on the Eurocontrol frequency. Contact Barcelona Control 132.35.
And what else we can do? Check Madrid.
Right, I tried that 32.35.
And
Go there again.
Valencia.
Iberia 1958. Thanks.
Corbus will at some point simulate an in-flight emergency like engine out. Well, we actually had that, didn't we? Self-inflicted, but we had that.
Squawk 0612 Eurowings to Mike Whiskey. Control with Tomjet 3 Hotel Echo 1137 Seville.
Tomjet 3 Hotel Echo Eurocontrol West below, identified.
Very good day to you.
Station, sorry, disregard.
So, Madrid.
Afternoon, Fox Hotel for Uniform Golf 350.
Foxtrot Hotel Alpha Uniform Golf Eurocontrol West, hello, identified. Confirm your current inbound waypoint.
Inbound, Mike, Uniform
Valencia as well.
Fox Uniform Golf.
Roger, break, Eurowings 2, Mike Whiskey, you can verify squawk 0612, 0612.
Oh, sorry.
Control West, good afternoon, Airport 477, set level 350.
So wait for those to come back. We'll also get an update then on the weather.
Airport 447, Eurocontrol West below, set squawk
in Seville. I actually
0613.
think the weather's really, really nice.
Squawk 0613 for Portugal 477.
Control West, good afternoon, Ryanair 90339 inbound about 2503900.
Two stations at once, unfortunately. Ryanair 90339 Eurocontrol West below, set squawk 0615.
Shall we?
Squawk 0615 for Ryanair 90339.
So in Seville, 0904 knots. Could potentially take that runway 27, runway 27 to speed up.
Two stations at once, both sides.
Very minor tailwind. If that stays okay, that might be an option for us. QNH 1015. So weather's fine there. Madrid, weather's beautiful there as well. And Valencia. Slightly windier, but again, really nice. All of those nice and open.
Around 50 November, Mike, Eurocontrol West below, identified.
Oh, HD, I'm not offended by that. I have copies of some of the checklists that they have to run. I couldn't do them on my own. The call and response is far too detailed in the amount of things you do.
Flight level 370, LT 146.
Well, Seville's right in the centre of Spain, isn't it? It's just surrounded as well by the landmass. It just gets hot really quickly.
Control West, good afternoon, Scandinavian 224 Willow, inbound Seville, flight level 370.
Madsib, you can just turn the voices off in the settings.
Apology, station calling, say again.
Scandinavian 224 Willow, inbound Seville.
Cobus, that would be possible perhaps if HD had a PC.
Below identified.
Your Control West, hello, catch at 5118, inbound direct
Glad that headwind's dropped off. That's also going to help save us a little bit of time.
5118, Eurocontrol West, hello, identified.
In preparation for the 10,000 subscriber flight on Monday, I'm becoming very conscious of the time.
Can I request a direct to Campo?
And making any time up.
Stand by.
So somewhere I was planning this. I had it written down in front of me the other day. I don't know where that information's gone. Hope I've not lost it.
Engine 1029, you're control west
basically,
below, squawk 0622.
the flight on Monday is going to start around about 9 AM UK time, so 0800 Zulu. And it probably won't be finished until around 1600 Zulu.
Well, good afternoon, Hanseline 121. Again, we are at flight level 300 with you inbound Xeram and we're requesting for descent.
Hanseline 111, descent flight level 250 unidentified.
Descent 250 111.
Gene 1029, that's squawk
Madsen,
0622.
I can't actually help you with that because mind you, I've never used, as you can tell now, I'm not using air traffic control. Not the simulated air traffic control. I'm on VATSIM, and obviously I've still got the flight plan working, so all appears pretty decent there.
That was back 9021, roger, many thanks, descent flight level 250.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight.
You're at West Control, Sky 294, with you at flight level 380 at waypoint Respo.
Sky 924, you're control west below, identified.
In pounds, euros, most
Easy 45, keep this
debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated. And if
Osprey 165, request descent.
And just
Osprey 165, now leaving my space 1 of the Unicom 122, decimate, enjoy landing, bye-bye.
Roger, thank you, Unicom 122.8 for Osprey 165, thanks for the ATC.
Yep.
Very few clouds over Spain today, so we should get some decent views as we come in on our arrival. Wayne, flight sim air traffic control is a pain. Yeah. I think I tried it for the first 2 or 3 flights when the simulator came out, just to see how it changed from the previous incarnation at FSX, and it had a little bit. Can't say it hadn't, but yeah, it still wasn't perfect.
Speedbird 9025, 0 monitor Unicom 122, decimate, enjoy flight to Heathrow, bye-bye.
Osprey 315 Delta, request frequency change to Unicom.
315 Delta, yeah, just leaving now shortly, frequency Unicom 122, decimate, bye-bye.
So,
Unicom for Osprey 315 Delta, thanks for the service.
I'm really confused as to what day it is. That always happens whenever we have bank holiday Monday. It's Wednesday today, isn't it?
2 stations, Easy 3, Mike Charlie approved, report back.
Has anyone else noticed that the thumbnails
calling at 360,
of the streams are becoming pixelated? I've seen it happening for a few streams, not just my own, but I can see that this one here is pixelated,
going to be before
it's very
or
strange.
after rescue.
0611
Not quite sure why that happens.
at rescue for Easy Frontiers from you.
6 Juliet November, roger, report your MAC number.
0.756.
Roger.
We are at 1 minute until the descent. Request descent now.
Foxtrot Uniform Golf, descent flight level 250.
250.
HD, I was reading that. I've got that document somewhere. So yeah, if you leave at 0900 local, we've got 12 hours. So if I'm not back before 9 PM, then something's really gone wrong, hasn't it?
0623, report your MAC number.
0622 and web, Mike.
Nick, you leave air traffic control on and just enjoy saying no loudly to it.
65 Juliet November, roger, reduce Mach decimal 73 or less.
73 or less.
Trooper, you're now back, you fell asleep. Where are we?
When ready, descend, flight
I
level
think we just
250.
entered Spanish airspace.
When ready, descend 250, different jet from here.
Oh, actually, we're not too far away from Madrid.
Regio 247, flight level 350, inbound, Stiffco.
Regio 247, your control west below,
As you can see, we're flying almost straight over Madrid.
Box 0624, Regio 247.
Zero Trader with you, flight level 350, inbound Novan, the 8 for Yankee Victor.
Hanseline 1111, monitor Unicom 122, decimate, enjoy Paris, bye-bye.
Hanseline 121, monitor Unicom 22.8. Thank you for service, have a nice day. Goodbye.
Easyjet for Uniform Victor, identified, thanks.
As you can see ahead. decent weather all the way through.
Welcome back, thanks. Euro Control, top switch 1529, requesting 5 minutes from cockpit. Approve, report back.
Turkish oh, I trip you in Alicante. Nice.
Turkish 35, Euro
I think
Control,
I've landed there once in real life during my youth. That was of course quite a better one.
Climb 370 and direct ASAP, Turkish 325.
I think each flight, the flight time of the flight's on Monday, so we've got 4 sectors to fly. I think the flight time is about an hour or less, so we should be fine.
Second 9021, Monatina come now, want to do the flight there, хорошо,
to be fair, the whole world does, doesn't it? Can't really say it, does it?
Condor 6, Lima Alpha, Monatina come, wanted to, that's what I
so you guys in Alicante have got 31 degrees on Friday, 10 degrees here in the UK.
So say 213, confirm squawk 0603, 0603.
It's Baltic there in Ireland. Yeah,
Condor 6 exactly. Report your MAC number.
Condor 64812.
Sorry, say again please?
MAC FF09 morning survival coming across on the California.
Condor 648, Roger, are you able to maintain that throughout your whole flight?
Yeah, we're having a good day. Normally I stream in an evening, but I got a bit of time this afternoon.
Roger, maintain
so
marker
before we get another flight. This is another real world flight as well. So this is a real flight that Easyjet do operate. With again, daft call sign, top Swiss 95
1591, Euro Control West, hello, recycle transponder, set squawk 0630.
No tourists there yet, Gav. No, I bet there's not.
And Easy 65 Juliet November, leaving message shortly, continue with Unicom 1 to escalate into your landing line.
Thanks, yeah.
Easy. Juliet Romeo, safety, monitor Unicom 1 to escalate, bye-bye.
Lucas, good afternoon. You're at work, so I wanted to say hi. We'll catch the next stream, no problem, my friend. Hope you're not working too hard.
Austrian 958, you're
so
aware?
let's have a look at the arrival. Runway 9 is planned.
Go ahead.
Austrian 958, I need you to be on an even flight level, able level 340 or 320.
No air traffic control to tell us otherwise.
Okay, I will take level 340.
Speed up our flight a little bit. The wind was very light, so that's not going to be a problem. Just obviously need to change the arrival routine. So let's have a look.
The last being from Golf Team, last 6 Monatina, come 1 to 2 left, later.
228 Spicer, Foxy from Golf.
Jet 5118, Centi, Monatina, come 1 to 2 left, later. Enjoy flight, bye-bye.
Motor Unicom 1 to 2 destination, Jet 511, thanks for 75.
Good day.
So it would be
Easy 457, Euro Control West, hello, test 4026.
Arrival for 27.
Zero Operator request climb flight level 370, Easyjet for Yankee Victor.
Easyjet for Yankee Victor, climb flight level 370.
Climbing 370, thanks, Easyjet for Yankee Victor.
And Lieutenant 1591, just this
Level 25080, request descent please.
Liberian 5080, descent flight level 250.
Descent to flight level 250 and Liberty 5080.
Lufthansa 1591, just confirm you're descending into your destination.
I don't know if you can hear my dogs going absolutely crazy outside.
1591, descend initially, flight level 250.
Children trying to throw food in. Just slightly off-putting. Right, what was I doing? Come on. Where was the... which one are we after? Runway 27.
Olympic 463, Eurocontrol West, hello,
VH4
set 40623.
Open the chart.
Eurocontrol, good afternoon. Respond on 90923.
There is 90923, Eurocontrol West, hello, set
So then the initial approach fix would be at Reuven.
31.
Let's check that weather again, because that could be a good option for us. Save a little bit of time. But obviously if the weather's too bad... Sorry, were the engines far too loud? Because you don't hear me muttering on. Those engines are quite realistic when you're outside, aren't they? Right, so let's just double check that weather again. And we'll see if we can get away with coming in on runway 27 and get coming directly. It's not like there's loads of traffic for it. Let me check. So 100 at 5.
Eurocontrol, top switch 1529 is back.
Real world,
welcome back.
we would have expected to use runway 09, wouldn't we?
Ryanair 900, request descent.
Ryanair 990, descent flight level 250.
Using
Descending
the
2501,
H4
Ryanair
Echo
900.
Reuven. Open the chart list. We'll just pin that so we've got it available if we decide to go ahead and do that. And we're on the approach for runway 27 Zulu. Via Reuven, we'll come down 8 mile DME arc.
Olympic 460, verify score 0627, please, 0627.
A nice low platform altitude as well. Whichever way we land, we're going to have nice weather to welcome us, aren't we? Air Troop, how's the throat today? The throat's not too bad now, it's the head and the nose, as per usual. Once the kids go back to school, bring home the germs.
Enjoy your landing, bye-bye.
Tacoma Thunder 1591.
Do you know what? I'm going to ask my PM. So, HD, with not much traffic landing, plenty of time, so we're not going to be conflicting with any traffic coming into Seville. We can double check that as well.
Wizz Air 169, good day.
Would you request a straight in
level
approach?
330 inbound
Runway 27.
Romeo Lima.
You'd have a tailwind of about 5 knots.
Eurocontrol West, Lufthansa 464, inbound.
Would you go for the
Seville, flight level
normal
310.
active runway under those circumstances? Which would be
identified.
Air Troop, I hope it's not COVID. Oh, well, funnily enough, I had my second COVID vaccine on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. I felt rough the day after, but that was normal. And then it was fine.
Juliet November.
That's a good idea, HD. Anything about specific runway use? Let's have a look. So just a normal briefing, test, low visibility procedures, don't need to worry about those today. Arrivals are activated, report runway vacated in sight of the yellow-green centerline lights, or runway vacated boards. Something's going to tell me they're not going to be there in the flight sim.
Very good, 7125030.
That's 712, Eurocontrol West, hello, set scope, mode Charlie.
Departures.
Charlie for 0
Nothing there. Arriving aircraft.
Liberian
First section of the taxiway.
One for Unicom now, 122, that's place, enjoy land. It's free. Sorry, disregard.
Follow me car that will
must
lead you
approach
to your designated
120,
position of
decimal
land.
875, bye-bye.
See now, if I'd have read that at the arrival announced the other night, that would have been different.
Lima Indy Bravo 5080, Euro West.
Taxiing procedures.
Again, please,
Pilots are
Embassy
responsible to
580.
avoid collision with other aircraft and obstacles during taxi.
Approach 120,
Isn't that not a given?
875, bye-bye.
Contact Marseille approach Air Liberté 5080. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
KLM 200, contact Rome Control 124.2, bye-bye.
210 knots at the beginning of the
again, please.
final turn to intercept
KLM
ILS
200,
course.
contact Roma radar
When the aircraft is
124.2,
within
bye-bye.
20 miles of the threshold. 180 knots. Once the final turn is completed and established on the ILS,
2008, going to
threshold.
124, and then what was it?
124.2.
A max speed of 160 knots when
124.2.
crossing the Sierra Papa ND.
Copy that.
B.
124.
Running 9900, leaving my space monitor Unicom 122.8. Enjoy landing. Bye bye.
22.80, running 900, good day.
Alpine 454 monitor Unicom 122.8. Enjoy flight to Tenerife. Bye bye.
Maintaining Unicom 122.8. Thank you for a great service. Have a nice day. Alpine 454.
Hey, you too.
And
So, really, there's no preferred runway, is there?
Request change
Should we go for the
to
straight in? Get us down a little bit quicker?
370.
370, thank you.
Or should we do the whole plan runway? Buster, good to have you back.
Easy 457, descend, monitor Unicom 122.8. Enjoy landing. Bye bye.
Unit contact for your control, bye-bye, Easy 457.
LT146, any directs available for us?
LT160, just stand by 1 second, I'm trying to get in contact with another aircraft. That is
Advantage of your tax-free allowances today and make some amazing savings with our boutique range. In your in-flight brochure, you'll find details of our award-winning selection of gifts, most with massive discounts, some of which are exclusive to you.
Gene, Europa 1029, descend flight level 250.
The comfort of your seat. If you'd like to see any products, have any questions, or would like to make great savings, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Well, the good news is I'm not now restricted to time, as the boy is going to be collected by the wife, so that's nice. So with that, we can stick with our original plan, runway 9. I don't have to be on the ground in 35 minutes time.
LT146, proceed direct to Nildu, November India Lima Delta Info Nildu.
Direct to Nildu, LTU146, thank you.
So how far away are we? We should be on the ground in around 40 minutes, which is good because I'd have been late for the boy anyway looking at that.
Apple 1035, descend flight level 250.
Checking the time in the flight plan, it says 14:06. That's plenty of time. Saved by the cabin manager.
Station calling figure.
Indeed. Buster, was the mysterious chocolate eaten? No, I've hidden that. You've got to be nice to the cabin managers. They bring you your tea and biscuits. Right, in that case then, let's do a look at the arrival that we are going for. That is for the ILS runway 09 Zulu. And we want to be still above flight level 100 at Hinojosa, which I've most certainly pronounced incorrectly. And then just watching some of these minimum altitudes, so 4,200 feet and 86 miles from DLN.
Airport 1035, contact Lisbon approach 119.1, enjoy landing, bye bye.
Barcelona, is it? Oh no, it's over there. Bailey.
Airport 1035, contact Lisbon control 119.1,
So track
bye bye.
miles then from here is about 42, 42, 50, 62. You've probably got about 70, 80 track miles to go. This is from 86 miles. BLN.
Yo, Extreme Mike Charlie, I'm back in the cockpit. Thank you very much.
Hey, you Extreme Mike Charlie, welcome back. Let's see, 50340 is available if you want to.
So we can probably start
Okay,
descent.
then I would take it. Your Extreme Mike Charlie.
You know,
Yeah, 3 Mike Charlie, climb 50340.
What I'm going to do is put 10 do, which is the initial approach fix. Let's pop that in the distance bearing 2 page. And then we've got something to work off. So, Tango, Echo, November,
Condor 64 on flight level 350 inbound Corti.
Condor 64, your control west below, set squawk mode Charlie.
200 miles.
Squawk mode Charlie for Condor 64.
That's the initial approach fix then. And at this point, Tendu, yeah, we want to be 2,000 feet at Tendu, so we can use that.
Europa 1029, contact Paris approach, frequency 121.150, bye-bye.
121.915, next approach, Costa 1029.
No, HD, it's not actually a waypoint, it's just a bearing distance
Condor 64,
for the
what
3
mode from
Fox.
Charlie?
So
Condor
we'll
64,
not have
thank
that
you
on
very much,
there.
set squawk 0632.
We can now go in and check the coding.
Say again, please, Condor 64.
Condor 64, set squawk 0632, 0632.
So let's make sure this is all correct. So what do we have? We have Hinojosa, then Betix.
Yeah, control large and 691 level 247.
Then this is where we've got
Again,
these
691, your
radios
control
building up
west, hello, as the central transponder, set squawk 0634.
There's 10 do, 7.9 miles DME, 5.8 miles DME, and then the runway.
Condor 64, I'm back, sorry, I had some voice issues. Can you say the squawk again, please?
Condor 64, squawk 0632, 0632.
0632 for Condor 64.
So that's all coded in correctly. I'll turn the airports off there on the navigation display just so we can clean the navigation display up a little bit.
Aero Control West, good evening, Corsica 771, climbing flight level 350.
Corsica 771, your control west below identified, climb flight level 350.
What does the S mean on the 301 radio? Well, that was in the MiG-2, in the flight plan. Let's find that.
Scarrow 294, request initiate descent.
Service 294, descent
I'm trying to think what letter of the alphabet an S is.
Level 250, 294.
This is going to be a great learning point, HD. Do you know what? Let's see if we can try and make an educated guess. So, what is it? It's the 301S after Betix. Right, okay. So it's the 301 outbound radial from Seville.
Radio 247, contact Barcelona, control 132.35, enjoy landing, bye-bye.
I'm afraid HD, you're going to have to unlock
Comjet
this.
3 Hotel Echo, contact Barcelona, control 132.35, bye-bye.
Count the keyboard. I was doing it and I lost count. I was close to taking my socks off. What letter of the alphabet is S? Anybody? Crazy.
Yeah, control channel 691, request final level 370.
Agent 691, So confirm you want 370 for the...
Was it the 19th? 19th letter of the alphabet? Something like that?
601, climb flight level 370.
Seriously, I'm losing count.
You're always
Oh, hang on, would that make sense?
Sort of software
That distance of 19 miles from the 301
radio
of Seville.
November, Roger. Thank you for flight. See you around.
I believe we may have just cracked it, but it's going to take you 30 seconds on the stream before HD hears that.
Radar, leave cockpit in 2 minutes, Easyjet Frankie Victor.
Oh, you don't mean the keyboard. I'm looking at the computer keyboard, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you know what? I've wondered why. This often always annoyed me, having them not as a QWERTY setup, but now I see the logic.
What's your 958, you're west?
Yeah, also 958, sorry, my simulator has crashed, so I restarted on...
Did someone just say they've crashed?
In the air at RPO VOR.
What's your 958? No worries at all. Set squawk 0606.
Roger, thank you. Set squawk 0606, also 958.
How far are we away? 166 miles.
Scandinavian 77
So we'll probably start
Tango
saying we're
request
about 130 miles away from
Scandinavian
that
77
point.
Tango,
Remember, we're
descent
going
flight
down
level
effectively
250.
to 2,000
Flight level
feet.
250,
To
Scandinavian
that
77
point,
Tango.
so we don't want to be leaving it late. We want to be slowed down and configured by then.
Good control west, good afternoon, Easy 112, passing flight level 250 for 360, inbound rapid.
Easy 112, Euro control west, below identified, climb flight level 360.
Climbing flight level 360, Easy 112.
That was a great quiz question, HD, for that to crop up. Glad we got there in the end.
I'm back, it's 8 Frankie Victor.
Easy 84, Uniform Victor, Yankee Victor, welcome back.
And hardly a cloud in the sky for our approach this afternoon. Right, let's get the latest weather then. We'll pop that into the performance page. And start getting ready.
From Airways 0048, Monaco Unicom 122.8, enjoy landing, bye bye.
So it's runway 9 for our arrival today. The HIJ 4 Fox arrival.
Take it 335, contact Roma, radar 124.2, bye bye.
Altitude
124.2, Turkish 35 of service, bye bye.
Sky is 924, leaving my space, Monaco Unicom 122.8, bye bye.
122.8, so 294, thank you very much.
Let's have the 464 Monaco Unicom 122.8, enjoy landing, bye bye.
Platform altitude is 2,000 feet.
Unicom 122.
Just need to be aware that the minimum safe altitude as we're coming in is 3,000
691, contact Roma radar 124.2, bye bye.
142 radio 691.
And our decision altitude today will be 290. ILS frequency
103 Euro control west below, set squawk 0.
ILS frequency is 111.1, all the ones. Check the radar page for that. And the elevation is runway.
And safe calling, see ya.
For the runway is 83. Missed approach.
Control West, good afternoon, Ewings 44 Yankee, we can fly over 360 inbound to Tower.
3,600.
Ewings 44 Yankee, Euro control west below identified. Are you able to climb right now, flight 370?
3,600.
Ewings 44 Yankee, affirmative.
Ewings 44 Yankee, roger, climb, but now, flight 370, no delay.
Okay, let's get the radar page set
now,
up.
flight 370, Ewings 44 Yankee.
So,
Scandinavian 77 Tango, leaving rest base, Marseille is going to be closing Monaco Unicom 122.8, bye bye.
122.8, Scandinavian 77 Tango. Thank you for service. Bye bye.
Should we need it? We need the NDB as well. Sierra Papa Papa.
Running 9339, contact Barcelona, control 132.35, bye-bye.
Contact Barcelona 132.35, Ryanair 9329, thank you, bye-bye.
Headings to Mike Whiskey, safety, you contact Barcelona 132.35, bye-bye.
Hearings to Mike Whiskey, Barcelona 13235, thank you, bye.
Speedbird 1880, report your MAC number.
Make sure that all the eyes are clear. The
Mach 178.
are able to make their way around the aircraft without
1880, able Mach decimal 8 or greater, if not, report your high stable MAC number.
reminder for our Easyjetsimpilot members that free drinks are still available from the cabin crew until the
Yeah, we can go to
Please note, however, that the toilets will shortly go out of use. Thank you.
1880, many thanks, matey, Mach decimal 8 or greater.
Speed in the go around HD was 200 knots.
Top 1529, I report
and yeah,
your
3600 is above the
okay,
minimum
top
safe
1529, I
altitude.
report your
About
MAC
100
number.
feet.
Top switch 1529, Mach speed is decimal 76.
Roger.
Is air traffic control loud? Let me see if I can somehow work out how to turn that down. Let me see. I think that's just based on the desktop audio. If I just turn that down a bit, you may lose some engine sounds, but that's okay.
Easy 112, contact your control south 135.55, enjoy Frankfurt, bye-bye.
1015
Control south on
QRH.
135.55, easy 112. Thanks, have a good day, bye bye.
Sun Express 8020,
Temperature
Monaco
is
Unicom
27.
122.8, enjoy landing, bye-bye.
Wind 1005. Transition altitude was 6,000. And
With a
decision
169
altitude
5 minutes
292.
car.
Okay, so
With the
let's
169
start our
5 minutes
descent
to
then
cruise,
now
full
down
time.
to 10,000 feet.
Say again, with a
So
169
set
The
flight level
cruise, report
100. Thrust idle, open descent 100 blue.
Scandinavian 224, confirm you're ready for descent.
Ready for descent, Scandinavian 224.
Scandinavian 224, descent flight level
I've just realised.
250.
Ignore that.
Descent 250, 224.
We're under air traffic control. I'm completely oblivious to the fact we're under air traffic control.
159, reduce Mach decimal 74 or less.
Let's check with air traffic control before we do that, shall we?
74 or
What a
less.
numpty.
Got top switch 1529.
And top Swiss 95 Foxtrot Echo, request descent.
Top Swiss 955, Foxtrot Echo, descent flight level 250.
Descent flight level 250, top Swiss 95 Foxtrot Echo. Let's try that again, shall we? I don't know where that came from. Set flight level 250 blue, thrust idle, open descent.
0414, Monaco Unicom 122.8, enjoy Tenerife, bye.
Unicom 122.8, thank you, goodbye, Speedbird 414.
Right, let's have a look at the performance page. Now HD, now you're questioning me with that, we're on the way down.
5262,
Oh, right, so where's it going?
Ryanair 5260, over to west below, set squawk 0636 and turn left heading 3603
So,
for
presumably, we would fly that in selected
squawking
speed flaps 1. Speed of the go around, what is it, 200?
Descent, flight level 300.
Yeah, so selected speed flaps 1.
Top 95 Foxtrot Echo, stop descent, flight level 300.
I'll let HD come back and let us know how we do that.
Air control today at Portugal 217 Delta, we are climbing for initial 240 and we are inbound.
And set flight level 300 blue.
Portugal 217 Delta, air control west below, identified, climb flight level 380.
Top Swiss 95 Foxtrot Echo, stopping descent at flight level 300.
Ryanair 5262, stop, climb flight level 3, section 290.
Stopping at level 29 as well, and 526.
And speed up 1880, request to descent.
1880, descend initially, flight level 320, and
So we're going to
maintain
have
the speed.
a steeper descent than normal, otherwise we're going to be coming in high and fast. Don't want to do that.
Speedbird 1880.
Zero control west.
So if we
Top
left
switch
flaps 1 out,
1529,
then
requesting descent.
HD, we wouldn't actually choose man speed, we could just leave flaps 1 out.
and maintain the speed.
Sorry, selected speed, and flaps
Descend
1
to
at just
flight level
target, wouldn't it?
250, maintaining speed. Top switch
186 I think it
1529.
was. But we don't retract the flaps because green dot would be too fast. So on our way down then, weather and landing information has been obtained, FMGC is coded in, we've checked, did I check the RadNav page? 111.1, yeah there we go. Landing elevation is 83, auto brake not required, runway length, decent length runway here, as, where's that gone? Yeah, so about 3,300 meters, that's okay. And arrival briefing is quite straightforward. So there's speed alt.
Condor 64, please report back.
Condor 64 local.
So we're basically following the navigation track.
1880, continue descent, flight
10 do
level
the initial approach fix,
250.
2,000 feet by 10 do, and obviously configured to intercept the ILS.
Yeah, you can make, yeah, no speed restriction, that's fine.
Roger, we'll get to down to 250, 180.
Runner 2, flight fiction, disregard brake rate, top Swiss 95, Foxtrot Echo, many thanks, descent, flight level 250.
250, top Swiss 95, Foxtrot Echo.
And 560,
Set
many
level
thanks,
250,
5 level
250
400,
blue.
and maintain the heading.
Climb level 5 and maintain heading on 526.
We may have to kill some fairies this time, HD. Thrust idling over descent, of course.
Welcome back.
How's that progress page? How far away are we? 90, about 84 miles. Oh, we might be alright. I forget I'm actually zoomed quite far out on that navigation display. Jazz Maxwell, there's no way to program the VNav just yet. It's not yet working.
Top Swiss 1529, I'm leaving my space monitor Unicom 122.8. Thanks Top for your help, bye-bye. Top Swiss 1529, you're west.
Euro west, top Swiss 1529.
Top Swiss 1529, I'm monitor Unicom 122.8. Thanks for your help, enjoy your landing, bye-bye.
Monitor Unicom on 122.8. Thanks for the service, goodbye.
Yeah, so if we had to do a full go around when we were fully configured, it would be a go around flaps, which would be config 3, positive rate, gear up,
Unicom 122.8, enjoy your landing into the air, bye-bye.
Once we were accelerated and happy, pass F speed,
and top Swiss 95 Foxtrot Echo, say to you, monitor Unicom 122.8, enjoy the air, bye-bye.
We'd be able to clean up to config 1.
Top Swiss 95 Foxtrot Echo, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
Over to Unicom now, thanks for the service. Top Swiss 95 Foxtrot Echo, bye-bye. So how far are we away now? We're about 72 miles away. So 20,000 feet at 60 miles. If we can do that, we can get ourselves back on profile a little bit.
Ladies gentlemen. From the flight deck, you may have noticed...
Let's continue that descent then, down to flight level 100. Thrust idle, open descent, 100 blue.
Handing them any letter as they come around, that would be most appreciated. For safety reasons, we ask now that you please turn off all electronic devices or switch them to airplane mode until after we have landed. Please note that the aircraft...
QNH is set on the standby.
If you wish to become
Weather's fine, so I may as well put the train radar on.
member, please contact a member of your cab crew who will be happy to assist you. Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed your flight.
So we just need to lose a little bit. We're just probably about 2,000 feet above our profile at the minute. So if we just increase that speed a little bit, that just increases the rate of descent, get us back down there. Let's see. 62 miles away. Yeah, we just passed 23,000 feet. We want to be about 20,000 feet, 60 miles away. Let's increase that, shall we? Those self-loading cargo passengers are going to scream. I've never been to Seville before in the simulator, so looking forward to that. Once we land, we vacate left and backtrack. Don't turn to the right, I think that's where the army are based. Where are we now? 50 miles. Bring that navigation display in a little bit. And I'm going to set now a lower altitude of 3,500 feet. That's the minimum safe altitude until we're on for the approach. So, oh, hang on. Let's do it that way, shall we? So, 3,500 feet, set local pressure 1015, 3,500 blue. And as HT has just said, we can't go any lower than 6,000 feet until we get to Betix. After that it's 4,000. We're 30 miles away from Betix. So seatbelt signs on. Just run the approach checklist. Minimum set both side 292. Engine mode select is norm. Electronic flight bag is stowed. And we've run out of approach briefing. We'll have to pull that speed back to 250 pretty soon. The wind favours runway 27 now. Oh, we'd never make that straight in. Keep those spoilers out whilst we reduce the airspeed. Has the wind changed? We'll just check. Not that I'm going to change it. Oh, 340 at 3. Oh, that's nothing. Okay, let's get the lights on as well. Probably look to start bringing those speed brakes in a little bit now. What we got? Track miles, 20, 30, probably about 40 track miles, 35, 40 track miles to run. And 9,500. Let's stop that descent at Betix to 6,000 feet. Pop the anti-ice on them before the aircraft screams at us. It's a very thin layer of cloud, but even so, it's certainly within the temperature range. So as we've just briefed, and HD's just reminded it, after Betix, 4,000 feet after Betix, and then once we're in the arc, we can get down to 2,000 feet after passing that 301 radial from Seville, which is coded in and shown the 19 miles as this waypoint just here. Oh, HD's just briefed the same thing that I've just said. Never mind, I like it when the two marry up. Seville traffic, top Swiss 95 Foxtrot Echo on approach for runway 09, currently north of the field. I've got a slight problem. I've just lost my mouse cursor. I've lost my mouse cursor and the aircraft has just decided to go rogue. Oh, this isn't good, is it? Speed Alt Star, we're now flying direct to the airport. Have I just lost the power in my mouse? That is fantastic timing. Well done to the battery suppliers. Oh, where's the spares? They should be knocking about somewhere. Oh, this isn't good. I can't control anything. I may have to come off VATSIM for this final approach. Oh, this isn't good. We've lost the mouse. This never happens in the real world, does it? Right, the mouse is back, but I've lost the cursor. Where's it gone? Oh, blooming typical. Right, okay. I can't even disconnect from VATSIM because the mouse is buggered. Jeez Louise. Right, okay. I'm going to have to hit the escape key. I will be back in 30 seconds. I need a new battery. Okay, guys. I've actually got a major issue here in that the mouse is actually frozen. So we've got the new batteries in, but the mouse has frozen. I have no control at all. I can hit the escape key, and the aircraft will continue to fly in a straight line till it runs out of fuel. I actually can't do anything. So that's rather annoying. It's not something that's happened before. Normally, a quick battery change will sort it. 92 batteries later, and yeah, it's not. I'm completely screwed. Oh, hang on. Oh, we have power. Oh wow, can we rescue this? Diving through the kids' toy boxes trying to find all the toys, because there's an umpteen amount of batteries in this house, all of them in toys for the kids. Right, so we're back on. Let's see if we can get this working again. Boy, that ran out at the worst possible time, didn't it? Let's see if we can get the direct working again as we just entered the approach phase.
Okay, top Swiss 95 Foxtrot Echo. We're behind you, but we're going to go for a longer run in and time.
And top Swiss 95 Foxtrot Echo is back flying. Thank you. Okay, nav 6,000 feet. Back to the start of that DME arc. So you do get in-flight emergencies here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's just
Seville traffic,
a different kind of emergency.
1529, position report is 15 miles from FedEx.
He's 15 miles from FedEx, that's fine. Seville traffic, top Swiss 95 Foxtrot Echo is 6,000 feet beginning the 90-mile DME arc to runway 9. Speed 220 knots.
Severe traffic, Foxtrot Juliet Oscar Papa Alpha inbound.
First idle, open descent 4,000 blue.
100 for the ILS runway 27.
Let's just pop that back into a nice nav line, shall we? When was the last time we had a nice boring flight, guys? No pylons, no VOR approaches. Okay, so we need to be 210 knots, which is managed speed, isn't it? There we go. And now we can go down to 2,000 feet. And use VS for that. Speed 1,400 feet. 2,000 blue. Let's get this aircraft down. We're quite high. So the airport is just there. There we can see the runway. Oh, we can't use VS, can we? Because that means we don't get the speed control. Aircraft's going back and doing its own thing again. Oh, this is a disaster of an approach. Right, lock star. Let's capture that localizer. We're chasing the glide slope a little bit. We need to configure. We don't slow down and go down, so this may end up being a go around, which we have prepped for. Let's just turn that on in case we need it. What are we? 8 miles out. Let's get the landing gear down.
2,500.
Add some drag.
And Spirit 1880 has visual on top Smith 95 Foxtrot Echo. We're going to go direct to 10 days.
Okay, approach mode is on. Glide slope star, lock star. Let's see if we can catch that glide slope back up. Spoilers. Armed. There we go, glide slope capture. Lights. Ding the cabin. Oh, what a messy approach. Flaps 2. Autopilot 2 engaged Cat 3 dual. Not convinced we're going to be stable for the approach. As we're too fast at the moment. Flaps 3 and flaps full. Slowing that aircraft down. 1,000 feet. Approach checklist. Cabin is secured for landing. Auto thrust speed. Go around altitude 3,600 feet. Set. ECAM memo landing. No blue. Okay, autopilot coming off. I'll have control.
Seville traffic, top switch 1529 is 8 miles from 10 due, slowing down to 180 knots with traffic.
Cat 1.
For the ILS 27 approach.
Top switch 95 Foxtrot Echo, landing now, runway 09, Seville. Land.
100 above, 300. Minimum 200.
Continue.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
And reverses are on. Deceleration. Reverses off. Let's vacate this runway as soon as we can. We've already caused enough of a backup today.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off.
Civil traffic,
Portable
top Swiss
electronic
95
devices for
Foxtrot Echo
messaging,
vacated
calls, or
runway
internet
9.
access may now be used. Please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat, and
Seville traffic, Foxtrot Juliet after Papa Alpha, inbound ILS runway 27.
So there's a late landing clearance.
Is not permitted until you reach a designated
Oh,
smoking
right,
area.
I'll be honest with you guys, I did
On
not
behalf
enjoy
of the
that
captain and the
one
crew, it has
bit.
been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your Easyjet
Couple of
journey.
aircraft
For the
issues,
latest news,
couple of
promotions,
technical
flight
issues
and
my
destination
side.
information, check out our official Facebook page, Twitter, or Easyjet app.
Okay, Let's find the bar, shall we? Something you can get a lot of in Spain is sangria. Well, I must have gone through around 8 batteries, all of them apparently working, but they would not sort of get the mouse, they would not kick the mouse into life. So that was a little bit strange. Let's head for the gate directly in front of us, shall we? No clear taxi markings just there, which is a bit of a shame. We'll follow this taxi line. Oh my word, look, pylons. We don't like those. Okay, so job's a good one. Let's pop that there. I'm not going to put the parking brakes on and shut down. I'm going to play the replay. At least we might have something nice to look at when coming in. Time for an old school mouse. Yeah, the problem is the length of the cable I'd require for it to actually work. Oh, right. Should we watch the replay? I'm going to have to disconnect from VATSIM, so a big thank you to all the guys that flew alongside me and around me. Let's disconnect from VATSIM and disconnect there. Let's stop the replay and then we'll load that in for the replay. I wonder what happens with the replay during the time the simulator was paused. Not very much, I'm guessing. So, self-loading cargo, just keep you guys away, get rid of that. Right, so a lot of time is going to be spent actually stood still, isn't it? There we go, we're paused. Let's carry on through that.
2,500.
And get back lined up with the runway. Okay. Window views. There we are. Just see that scenery still loading in. Oh, the blurries. Does everyone remember the blurries from FSX and previous incarnations of Flight Simulator? So I've no idea how realistic this is for Seville, as I've never been there. Are those the fields that they grow oranges in? Raslavan, was that the passengers freaking out? Yes, it was. When you zip them through the space-time continuum back to the start of the replay. That looks quite scenic for me. A couple of rivers that run through there. I think I saw a football stadium as well that we flew over a minute ago. What on earth is that? Is that a bridge? That's quite a nice, nifty looking bridge to the roundabout. Note to self, keep spare batteries to hand. Hide them from the kids. That's it, I'm now going to hide this chocolate bar and hide the AAA batteries. Marvin, you thought you were the only one that things like that happened to. No, no, no. I forgot which airport it was where we saw the Toys R Us industrial estate. I think that's Brandenburg, isn't it? Aerosoft's Brandenburg scenery. We've got the Toys R Us and the huge little.
Too low, terrain.
Oh, I've not turned the ground proximity warnings off.
Too low, terrain.
Let me just
too low, terrain.
Shut those off.
Too low. Terrain.
There we go. Well, HD, I can't wait for the debrief on that one. We'll check out the replay from the left-hand seat as well in a couple of minutes once that's touched down. Probably slightly over-flared as well when touching down there. Just felt not too much of a flow, but just a little. Okay, let's check out the landing from the opposite end, coming in over Seville. Obviously, as you can tell, the majority of the city is to the right. Not sure why we're flying with the spoilers up there, but never mind. Slightly inaccurate. We did have spoilers out on the approach, however, a little bit, just to get us back on the glide slope. Don't think we held them out for this long. So if anyone happens to be in Seville, I'm sure you can confirm that the weather is, as you see here in the simulator, beautiful, almost cloudless skies. And yeah, aside from the technical issues at the end, wasn't bad at all. The Geneva scenery looked fantastic, so big thanks to Redwings for their use of that. A reminder, we do have a giveaway of that coming up on Monday when we do our big 10,000 subscriber flight. All day working as a virtual Easyjet pilot on Monday. That's going to be good fun, with giveaways of various different things to look forward to throughout the day as well. And as the default airport goes, actually I don't think that's too bad either. We've not had any sort of world update for Spain yet, have we? So can't wait to see what they do with that in future months. For I don't know if that's planned. And we'll leave you with a final replay as we play that out. Maybe we'll not replay the pause. We'll start it after the pause. All right, then, guys. That is it. Thank you very, very much for joining me on this flight. Slightly eventful towards the end, but entertaining nevertheless. And I look forward to seeing you all on the next flight. Thank you very much for watching and flying alongside me. Those of you that did, a big thank you to those of you that have donated and contributed to the stream. I'm going to go buy some new batteries with that. And of course, as always, a massive thanks to HD and to the Easyjetsimpilot channel members for your continued support. I look forward to the next flight, and I will see you all again very, very soon. Thanks for flying along. Bye-bye for now.
1,500. 1,000. 500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5,